Thursday at 6 p.m. our new live schedule, and we're gonna be bringing back some sort of blast from the past. That's the expression, isn't it? I'm going to be showing you the Alyssa. We have kind of reworked this kit so you can buy the single colorways now. This is a herringbone stitch with crystals on the top. It was so popular because we had all the colors together, and what happened before is that the kids kept selling out. So what we did, we made them into single colors. Right, so let me just get started. I'm gonna get started with the demo straight away, and then I'm gonna take you to the website and show you where things are. One kit makes 3 bracelets, so it's quite sort of generous, or you can, what I actually love about things like this, that you can make a double wrap. You can sort of just keep going, and you can make it even bigger. Good evening, Rachel. Care, good evening. Ashley, good evening. I love this afternoon one. Sometimes for the morning one for 10 a.m. you kind of sort of rush to get there to do it, and this was sort of just really relaxed. So I'm gonna turn you down on the mat, and I do have I've got a lot of colorways as well to show you. So let's get started. So there we go. So this is just some of the colorways. There is much more on the website. I love how it's a very simple stitch, very easy to start with, and you're going to be starting it with the clasp itself, and you're going to be finishing it with the clasp. Let me just bring this in. Oh, it's going to focus on it. Brilliant. It's just microcrystals, sort of a single row of microcrystals on the top of the 2-bead herringbone stitch. We are using size 8 seed beads here, so they're quite nice and big to work with, and it actually grows quite quickly overall, this stitch. So there's many different color. I'm not sure which one I should demo with. Some of the crystals and the seed beads, like this ones, are kind of sort of blend in. You can just about to see the crystals on the top, but it's really sparkly, and some of the colors do stand out. So there is a very good, it depends what what you prefer. So I am going to demo with, which one shall I demo with? Something which stands out more, I think. So it's either, I think, this one or that one. I think those two are kind of show up very well. Maybe the blue as well. Let me know in the chat which one do you want me to demo with. So we got this peach, we got this beautiful teal, or the blue. Let me know in the chat. Oh, Carrie's saying it's 1 p.m. for her. Oh, brilliant. Catherine, good afternoon. Oh, it's 1 p.m. Yeah, it's still afternoon. Mina, good afternoon. Debbie, Joanne, Irene, good afternoon. Good evening, she says for everyone. Is it 6 p.m. still afternoon or evening? Like, is it late afternoon? When does the evening officially start? What time? Do let me know in the chat. When does the evening officially start? I think, I always think of it as at 8 p.m. Is when the evening starts, but maybe I am wrong. Granddaughter says blue, gold, blue. Good evening, love this make. Adelina is saying, good evening, Mina. Carol say blue. I think I'm gonna have to go with the blue. So I'm just gonna get my crystals and the seed beads out and just grab some thread from my box here, thread a needle, and we are ready to go. After 6 p.m. Oh, I was always under the impression that it's evening is after 8 p.m. So it's like, this is like sort of the late afternoon. But I suppose you can say late afternoon, you can say early evening as well. Right, so I'm just taking a few crystals off. I'm just gonna pop them there. Grab a needle, any needle, thread it and start. 6 p.m. as well, evening. Okay. Thank you for putting me straight. I never knew. I always thought 8 p.m. That's good. You always learn something. And I think, I don't even know why, like, I did think it was 8 p.m. I think sometimes you just think these things, and then surprised. There we go. Just threading the needle. come on, go through. So you like to use Suplon thread because it's quite a nice and strong thread. It comes in many different colors. Now with this one, we're going to start with the clasp straight away. So I'm just going to grab the clasp out. It doesn't matter which side you're starting with. What we're going to do, let's start with the round side. Oh, John is saying, I'm making the Camille bracelet finally while watching. Oh, bless. Right, so I'm going to pick up one seed bead and I'm going to go through a loop on the clasp. And I'm going to pull this down. Just moving my mat slightly. And I'm going to go back through the seed bead towards my tail. Then I'm going to pick up, I'm going to wrap this around my finger so it just stays there, pick up 2 seed beads. And I'm going to go back through the bead I just came out of and through the loop on the clasp as well. And I'm going to pull this through and I'm just going to tap on the top because I want these beads, and I'm going to zoom in a bit more as well so you can see better. Oh, Rachel, thank you. Rachel is saying, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, evening is 6 to 9 p.m. So what's then between 9 p.m. and 12? That's a.m., isn't it? What do we call that then? Late night? Or is that night? Oh, I'm gonna have to look this up because it's gonna be bugging me. You know, different times of each one of the days. Right, so I came back down, I came through the loop as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go back up the single bead and I'm gonna go back up on one side of the double bead as well. I kind of like to sort of go up on the left, but you can go up on the right. It doesn't really matter which side you are beading. I'm gonna pick up another 2. Once more, I'm going to come down as I went up on the left hand side. I'm going to come down on the right hand side, and once more I'm going to go through the single bead and through the loop on the clasp as well. So 3 times we're securing the clasp to our bracelet, so it's really nice and strong. And then I'm just going to have to turn you around for a second. I'm going to go back up the single bead and the 2 on the left hand side as well. There we go. So we got the start of our herringbone stitch here. Late night between 9 and 12. Oh, brilliant, thank you. So I'm gonna, I don't know why I thought 6 p.m. is still afternoon. Right, so now I'm gonna start, we're gonna do the same thing, but this time I'm gonna start adding the crystals as well. So I'm gonna pick up 2 seed beads. I'm going to come down on 2 on this side. And then just tapping on the top so they sit nice and neat. I'm going to pick up a crystal and I'm going to go up 3 on the left hand side. And actually I'm going to let the tail go now because I will have the clasp to hold on here. So I'm going to bring this crystal, just make sure this is sitting nicely on the top. There we go. And this is the stitch I'm going to repeat all the way down. So I'm going to be picking up 2 seed beads. I'm going to come down on 2 seed beads on the right, picking up a crystal and going up 3 seed beads on the left. But it doesn't really matter. You could be, if you want to, you can come down 2 seed beads on the left and go up 3 seed beads on the right. There we go. It depends what's more sort of comfortable for you. Picking up 2 seeds, coming down on 2, picking up the crystal. Kind of once I got some to work with, I usually flip this and then go up the 3 I need to go up. And by doing that, I'm kind of sort of protecting the crystals, and as I'm pulling this up, it will go in the right place. There we go. And I'm just going to keep going and doing this. So picking up 2, coming down on 2, picking up a crystal. It's quite simple. That's what I love about some of these stitches, that it's quite simple and it's very repetitive, and I find it quite therapeutic as well when you're doing the same thing over and over again. You kind of don't have to, you're paying attention, but you don't have to pay attention because you can lose yourself in it because you're doing the same stitch over and over again. There we go. Pulling that down, and then we got that lovely ridge, and we got the crystals right in the middle, and those crystals are actually covering up our thread paths as well. Good evening, Emilia. Catherine, good evening, Sally. Volume is very low. Let me turn it up. Am I turning up that? Okay, let me know now if it's a little bit louder. And also, what I can do, I can bring the microphone further down, and then hopefully you can hear me better now. Let me know. Is it? Is the volume better now? Catherine is saying, hi all, tuning live for the first time tonight because I work 9 to 5, so can't watch the morning ones. Just watching with undivided attention at the moment as I have got programming class in 20 minutes. Ah, bless you. So we're just doing herringbone stitch with a decorative crystal at the top. And what's the great thing about this, that you're adding the crystals as you go along, so you don't have to come back on yourself. And literally this is what you do all the way through. You pick up 2 seed beads, you come down 2 on a side, as long as you keep coming down and up on the same side. I'm coming down on the right side at the moment and going up 3 on the left, but I could have started out by coming down 2 on the left and going up 3 on the right, as long as I'm doing the same all the way. And it depends if you're right or left-handed as well. It will feel, one side will feel more comfortable than the other. Just a simple 2-bit herringbone. I'm just going to keep adding. I want to add a little bit of length to it, and then I'm going to just add the clasp on the other side. There we go. Going back up. Pulling it tight. 2 seed beads, coming down onto, picking up a crystal. Oop, I've got my thread caught. There we go. Picking up a crystal and going up on 3. Let me know if any of you done these bracelets before, because you used to have them in bigger packs and now we have got them in single color packs, so there is plenty to choose from on the website. And I will actually, I haven't showed you the website. I really wanted to get into the make. I'll pop you over and show you the website just in a sec. So that's all it is to the stitch. I find it really enjoyable to do it. Right, so shall I pop you over to the website quickly so you can have a look? Let me just make this window a little bit bigger. Right, so by now you know the drill, what you need to do. I'm gonna share my screen, there we go. So you're gonna go, and I'm gonna go back into Totally Beads. So at the moment what we're doing, just get rid of this little window. At the moment what we're doing, we are improving the website, so you might see more categories popping up just to make it easier for you to navigate. And I'm really excited about this because in the jewelry making we just used to have one category there, and now we got loads and you can go straight to wherever you kind of want to go with it. So I'm going to go into video tutorials. So it's just, I'm just hovering over jewelry making and I'm going to go into video tutorials, and then I'm going to scroll down, and we got hundreds of projects going back the last years now. Beaded Tulip is the one we did last week. So Alyssa Microcrystal bracelet, what I'm doing now, and then there you go, we got plenty of different colors there. There's just so many. I just love them because they're so simple and you can just wear them all along, and you can stack them. Like you can have the difference between price is the price of the crystals, so there's plenty in them. Have a look. Right, I'm coming back to my mat. And don't forget, us this month in May, we are running on offers. If you spend £50, you get a free kit as well. You just have to pop the free kit in the discount code, and you will get it. There we go. And I'm keep going and going, and just adding some coming down on one side, going up on the other side, always the same way. Jenny's saying, I got the bundles originally and enjoyed this make. I have done the herringbone several times. It's pretty easy, Carrie saying, and I love the finish. I just ordered some of the bracelets, excited to make them as gifts. Yeah, they are. I think they are perfect as gift. And actually, I have to say, like, there is not many things what like my 70-year-old daughter likes, and she's 17 now. Can you believe it? How time goes. But she likes the look of this. So I think it's kind of, it can be unisex as well because you got some of the darker colors, but I think it's sort of ageless, because I'm quite happy wearing this, and like she would be happy wearing this. So, but probably maybe because it's more like a store sort of, it has got kind of a store-bought finish to it in a way, like that look. What you would have with a chain, perhaps. But I just love it. I just really love it. And I find it, as I said, I find it so therapeutic just to sit there and do my beading. And something like this, when you learn a pattern very quickly, you can just sit there. You don't have to think about anything, and you can I just sort of get in the zone, and just keep on beading as long as I need to. I guess it's like knitting or anything else. When you learn the pattern, you just keep on doing it, and some patterns are easier than others, and this one is, for me, this one is really enjoyable, because I find it pretty as well. You could do all sorts of different colors with it and different combinations. So one kit makes 3 bracelets. However, what you can do, so if you buy maybe 2 or 3 colors, the other thing what you can do, instead of having all 3 bracelets the same color, what you can do is to swap the crystals about. So with the blue one, if I had the blue and say the gold and the purple together, if I put them together, then what I could do is to add the blue crystals on one top, then add the purple crystals again on the blue beads, or add the gold one on the blue beads, just to sort of show you what I mean. So if I can make one bracelet like that. I got the purple here, so I could add this on another bracelet, the purple one, if I had that kit as well. So it's kind of like swapping the colors around. There's a lighter blue one I could add on another bracelet, and this kind of, with this one, it stands out, and this one would be blending in. Catherine is saying, do we choose the kit? No, so it's sort of a random allocation on the kit. Most of the kits are stitched, well, not all of the kits are sort of stitching kits. So we had, or what was I looked at it today, because it's alongside I don't know if you remember, I did the USBs a few years ago, and it's one of them wasn't duo beads or 2-hole and multiple hole beads, so we picked kind of sort of that was the mentality behind it, the idea behind it. So we picked the USB 4, and they just sort of going through and picking a random project each day. And what was I seeing today? I know I looked at it, and then make kits up in that for that project. So it could be anything from the USB 4, if you have seen our USBs. It's kind of quite good because I suppose it gives you a bit of a mystery as well. So that's where the kits are from. you know what I'm saying? I remember doing these. I love them, and so did those who received them as gifts. Yeah, I sometimes something like this is just so simple, so easy to do, and you know, I I don't think I could improve on this. Sometimes I look at a kit and redesign it in a couple of years or 3 years, because there is new beads came out, or there is new, you know, a slightly different thread path I can take, or you know, a little bit of a twist on it I can do to make it better. But this one, I don't think I can I can improve on it, because I think it's good as it is. I just love the simplicity, but it gives you such an elegant look. So I'm going down on 2 beads on one side and coming up on 3 on the other side. I'm going 2 or 3, yes. Then picking up 2 beads, and again starting the same stitch. So going down 2, picking up a crystal, and going up on 3 on this side. So when I make a sort of a length of this bracelet, this is probably gonna be a very tiny bracelet, because I'm gonna add the end to it. But a whole length of bracelet shouldn't really take you more than, let's say, I don't know, 40 minutes or so, or maybe an hour if you make it longer, or unless if you want to make a double wrap, and then you would just keep on continue beading until it's enough to go around twice or even 3 times your wrist. I love double wrap bracelets as well. So I'm just going down on 2, coming up on 3. I just want to add, I think that will be enough. So I'm going to show you how to add the other side of the clasp. So remember how we started on this side, and how we sort of bent down and went up on either side. So what we're going to do here is kind of reverse the starting project, but we're not going to be adding any more seed beads. We're going to be adding the crystals on the top. So as I'm coming out of this bead, I'm going to pick up 1 seed. I'm going to go through the loop on the clasp, and then I'm going to come back that seed bead. Just pull this up nice and tight, make sure there is no thread showing there, and I'm going to come down on this side. So I'm going to come down 2 beads, there we go. I'm going to pick up a crystal, and I'm going to go up in 2 beads here. I'm just going to pull it a little bit tighter, and then I'm going to go back into the single bead and through the loop on the clasp. I don't think this bracelet would even fit Roxy, but we'll see. And I'm going to come back in that single. I'm going to come down. It doesn't really matter, I could go to the left side or the right side at this point. I'm going to come down on 1 bead, there we go. Make sure you don't have a knot. I'm going to pick up another crystal, go on the other side, and once again I'm going to go into the single bead and the loop. So I'm coming through a 3rd time now. So it's very secure at the end, because if you think about it, this is the part where you tug and pull the bracelet the most. So if it's going to break anywhere, it's going to sort of break by the clasp. So by reinforcing it and going through several times, it just makes it like really nice and strong. So now I'm going to go back into the single, and again I'm going to come down on 1 side, it doesn't matter which side. And what I want to do, I just want to turn my thread around, make sure this doesn't loops into the T-bar. There we go. I'm going to come through the crystal, I'm going to go up to the single bead, but I'm not going to go through the single bead, because what I want to do, I want to add a crystal just there, because we got 1 right at the beginning. So we're going to sort of mirror it this side as well. So I'm going to pick up a crystal and just jump to the other side and then go up in any of those beads. I'm just going to pull this up. Come on, thread, don't, the last stitch you're going to knot on me, naughty thread. There we go. Pull it nice and straight. So all is left to do is to work the ends off. So I'm gonna catch the thread. So this time I don't want to sort of go through any of the beads, but I'm just gonna catch the thread right there. So I'm just gonna stitch underneath the crystal, and I caught the thread with my needle. I'm not sure how much is it coming through. I'm gonna pull this up, and as I'm pulling this up, I'm gonna have a loop appearing here. Now before this loop disappears, if I pull this loop will disappear. I'm gonna go through and take my needle through this loop. So by doing that, and as I'm gonna like pull this very slowly, can you see there's a little knot forming on there? And then I'm gonna go through the next 2-3 beads and repeat it one more time. I kind of always like to double and triple knot my bracelets. Just sort of the end definitely is not gonna come. If one knot fails, there is still another one holding my thread dance again. Pulling it very slowly, I formed another knot there, and then I just need to take it through a few more beads. Just never cut your thread off right next to your knot. A few more beads, and then I'm ready to trim this. So I'm gonna work off the other end just in a sec. So it's become a very small bracelet. Actually, maybe it's a ring size. Look, it's a ring size for me. But if I kept going, I would have got to the desired length. I don't want to keep you here tonight just watching me sort of beading the same thing over again. What needle and thread are you using? So the needle is what I love most. Is I use this color eye needles quite a lot. The size 11, this one is what I'm using. There's also a size 10, which would be perfect for this one, which has got a black top, and there's a size 12, which has got a red top. But any sort of size 11 or size 10 needle will be good for this. The thread is super long thread, and this comes in so many different colors, and that's what I love about it. Let me just zoom out a bit. And you can really match your beads to the thread. You're not matching the beads to the thread. You're matching the thread to the beads. So you can really match your all sorts of different colors. There's 36 colors in them. I'm not gonna get them all out of my little box here, but I think you get the idea with that one. Because if the thread is similar color to the beads, and if I got like a dark and a lighter color, I like to use sort of an in-between color. It just disappears. It just disappears in between. If I use the white thread on this one, it would really show up. However, sometimes you do want the thread to show up. If you look at this one, because the bead's a bit see-through, so you can see there's a rose color thread in there. If I use the red thread, that would be really showing in there. It could be a design feature, you know, so I could if I use the red thread in that one and the thread is showing, it could be a design feature of the bracelet. But you got with all these different colors, you got the opportunity to do either make the thread disappear or stand out. Jen Singh, I bought all 4 of the USBs and bundles, love them all, and refer back to them for inspiration. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the free kits giveaways are from USB 4, and we just sort of someone was like, pick one, anyone. I said, oh, well, I'll do 4 then. So we got sort of the guys know what to get and not just sort of decide themselves like sort of on random kits. I don't know. I think it was Project 9. They were doing today. I looked at it. Oh, Ashley saying, Kitty, your makes are amazing. How many can I get? Such a dilemma. Oh, bless you. It's really easy make, and there is so many different colors, and I haven't even got all the other colors out because I got loads of different colors here. So you could, but as I said, one kit will make you 3 bracelets. So if you buy 3 different kits, you can mix and match the crystals on top of each other. So for going back to the blue, and I'll show you on this one if I turn it around. So if I bought that one and the purple kit, I can add the purple one on the top, and it would look, I love blue and purple together, or the rainbow one from the lilac would look really nice on this one as well. So you can make like 3 slightly different bracelets using the same base, but you're still mixing the crystals. Probably this one would look really nice on the top as well. This sort of tealy, darkly color as well. So you can really make unique bracelets as well. So don't have to have all 3 the same, or you can double wrap it and go around it. California says hello, girl, saying, oh, hello California. What time is in California? It must be like 1:30. No, that's Florida. California is 8 hours behind us. So I think, I don't know, I'm so baffled by these time zones. Right, my lovelies. So that's it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow morning, as Natalie's gonna be traveling down, and we're gonna be doing loads of planning this weekend. Laura's coming up as well. She's on her way. She will be here tonight. So we will be up to no good for the next 3 days, planning all the things in what we're gonna be doing, and 10:30, girl saying, and gonna have loads of fun. And yeah, so this is me for today. I'm gonna show you tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be working with these beautiful tiles. We got these table cut tiles. They're really nice to work with. And I put loads of colors together. But let me just grab. I tried to put sort of more summery colors. I love this one. This is one of my favorite colors in there. Together. So we're going to be working and doing the St. Petersburg stitch with the tile beads. I really do love these ones. There's loads of different. I'm not going to get them all out because I'm going to have them out tomorrow, but that's what I'm doing tomorrow at 10 a.m. Everybody have a beautiful evening. Now I know from 6 p.m. it's evening. Have a beautiful evening, and I see you tomorrow morning. Bye.